We were planning on a big gala celebration befitting these two fabulous educators, but the masks would have totally killed the vibe. Friends, this is a bittersweet moment for me, for all of us, opening this recognition of two remarkable individuals who have played a large role in shaping BC and personally have impacted my life. Corny and Sandi, we have been faculty together, administrators together, and served on President's Cabinet together. We have seen good times and certainly bad times, but there has always been a sense of family working with the two of you. Both of you have had a significant impact on the very fabric of BC. Every classroom, meeting room, athletic field, every part of the campus has some echo of what you have done, the impact of your work on students and colleagues alike. Friends and family of Corny and Sandi, join us for a brief 60-minute recognition of these two legendary individuals.
Daniel! This is Assemblymember Rudy Salas. I just want to say congratulations, my friend Corny. You've been such an inspiration to so many people here in our county and actually the valley, the state, I'll say worldwide, because you've taught generations of students to not only get engaged, but to do something with their knowledge, to go out and be those instruments of change. And so we appreciate all the hard work you've done at Bakersfield College, at Cal State Bakersfield, even your old days back in Long Beach and Fullerton. We appreciate everything that you've done. My friend, I wish you nothing but the best as you look to this next chapter in your life. I know your grandkids are gonna love having you around. We love having you around as much as we can. I really appreciated our time, even at the Hispanic Chamber event where we were singing some Ramona Ayala together up on stage. So I love your energy, your enthusiasm, and just thank you so much for everything that you've done for our community, and we expect you to still be engaged. So don't say retirement and riding off into the sunset, because we still want you around. We'll miss you too much, my friend, but happy retirement, and we're gonna miss you.
Here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. Congratulations on your retirement. I will forever remember the life-changing work that you did on behalf of your faculty and your students. You have been a faithful friend to me and a close compadre, and I will greatly miss you, Perro Grande. You know, Corny, of all the deans that I have had the privilege of working with over these last 8 years, you, by far, have definitely been one of them. Another famous Rodriguez, Chichi Rodriguez, once said this: when a husband retires, his wife gets twice the man, but half the income. So Corny, as you enter into retirement, we keep you in our thoughts, and Myra, we keep you in our prayers, because the more that I get to know Corny, the more respect I have for you, Myra. Corny, congratulations on a career well lived, worthy of our highest honor and deepest appreciation.
Corny, I just want to say congratulations on your retirement. I can't believe it's already come to this time. I can remember my first day at BC. Of course, you were my first boss. And those were one of the best times of my life. I want to say thank you for all your support, guidance, and advice that you've given me all these years, and I'm sure there's more to come. Enjoy your retirement, relax, golf, because I know you'll be doing a lot of golfing, and this is a well-deserved retirement for you. And we'll see you soon.
Corny, I want to thank you for your service to Bakersfield College, its faculty, the students, and the community at large. Your impact on this community and this college will be felt for generations to come. Your fingerprints are all over this campus. For your mentorship, for your help, for your assistance, for your kindness, and for your giving nature. We're all better individuals for having met you and worked alongside with you. So I wish you farewell, the best of luck in your retirement. Congratulations. Vaya con Dios, amigo, y vamos a seguir echándole ganas.
You've supported me through my education and my career and just growth in general. And I was kind of quickly immersed into this culture of educators and academics, and sometimes I wasn't quite sure of myself, but you always assured me that I was good enough to be in that arena with all of those other people. And so I just want to thank you for that. And you always assured me that it was okay to be myself, and that if I wanted to eat tacos and drink beer, that it was just fine. So thank you for always being there and being yourself, and leading the way for the rest of us, and letting us know that it's okay for us to be who we are. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Hey, compa, congratulations on your retirement from Bakersfield College. I want to personally thank you for your outstanding support and your invaluable commitment to the Kern County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I also want to thank you for your friendship, your mentorship, but most of all, for being el padrino de la raza. Viva Corny, and God bless you.
So back in 1997, I'm a newly hired graduate student out of UC Irvine, and I'm hired at Bakersfield College. And I said to my dean and my chair that, you know what, I think I want to be part of the Chicano students here on campus and kind of help them out. So they steered me over to some guy named Cornelio Rodriguez. And I walk over into his office, and the first thing he says is, "Call me Corny." Ever since then, part of the Chicano commencement, and I'm very fortunate to have known him as the director. I'm very fortunate that I could call him a colleague as a faculty member. He was also academic president, and now as a dean. So I'm very, very happy for you. Congratulations. Not only am I happy that I was able to call you a dean, but I'm very fortunate that I can call you a friend. Hopefully we'll see you back out there in Mesquite. We can swing those golf clubs again. Felicidades.
Corny, felicidades on your retirement, compa. Can't wait to see all the crazy adventures you embark on in the coming years. Just want to take a moment to thank you and to let you know that I appreciate all of the conversations we've had. You probably didn't know, but I was soaking in all of the wisdom, and just want to let you know that you're truly a great example for me, and hope to follow in your footsteps in serving BC and our community as a whole. What you did in particular for our Latino and Latina students inspires me every day at work and also in my own educational journey. You're the ultimate padrino, and I hope that you know that all of your ahijados here at BC will continue your legacy. Felicidades.
Hi, Corny. I've heard that you're retiring, and it is hard for me to believe that that day has come. I can only wish you the very best, and that you will enjoy the years to come as much as you've enjoyed working. Take it from me, they are both good things to experience, but I have not missed a day of work since I've left. I love the free time to do what I want, when I want to, and with whom I want to. So again, you've been an exceptional colleague, a great friend, a friend to many, and I just am grateful that you had the opportunity to change the lives of so many young people in our community. I'm sure you will have an outpouring of gratitude and good wishes because you have literally touched thousands of lives and hearts throughout our greater Bakersfield service area. So again, stay in touch. Doesn't have to be often, but just to know that you're well, and that your family is well. And I do need an update on what your kids are doing these days, so be aware of that. Again, best wishes, my friend, forever.
For me, number one, I'm appreciative of working at BC because BC believed in me. And I believe I found my home when I came to BC. I started part-time at Cal State Fullerton. Then I went part-time to Long Beach State, and I became full-time at Long Beach State. Then I became full-time at Cal State University Bakersfield. But when I came to BC, that's where I found my home because I could relate to the students, our first-generation students, our monolingual Spanish-speaking families, our agricultural background, I worked in the fields. Our labor students, I worked in the factories. I've done those things, and I found that here, and I think that I could relate to students. But beyond that, I think that what all of these things, what they meant for me was really, one of my things was always to serve as a role model to students that you can do whatever you want. There are not very many Latinos in these capacities. I was many times the first, if not the first, okay? And so I feel good about that in terms of providing that for our community. To me, I always remember a student when we had one of our first Chicano Latino commencements celebrations, and he came up to me and he says, "Mr. Rodriguez, I just want to say thank you. Thank you." And I said, "You're welcome." And then he continues to say, "Well, I've never actually met you until today." And I said, "Okay." And he says, "But I want to say thank you for what you've done, because just the fact of the things that you have done have given me the motivation to finish. Just being there, knowing that you're there, told me that I know that I could." And I was like, I got a little emotional. I thought, wow, because you never know what type of an impact you can have on other people. But more than anything, it's exciting. I had 25 years of student services experience before I got into the actual classroom. And getting into the classroom, and this one in particular, and being able to, because I always looked at my career as whatever I do, I want to impact a greater number of people, greater number of lives. But what I like about political science is basically it's helping students understand that each and every one of us have a civic duty to make this world a better place, our communities a better place. And this is how we do it. This is how you do it. Okay, this is the foundation of it, and this is how you can do it. Standing here at the Outdoor Theater does bring a lot of memories. And for me, it's very important. It's kind of small, but it's huge. Because when I was hired as director of the Chicano Cultural Center, one of the things that I realized was that people need a sense of belonging. And in fact, here in Kern County, Bakersfield College, we were the first to have a mariachi night, and we held it right here. I think as I look back and I look forward, is that I want to thank Bakersfield College for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to provide what I think I have, so that giving people a better understanding of the needs of our first generation agricultural low-income students, which is part of my background, and being able to then also give them the services that are needed for them to achieve and complete. And it's been a real blessing for me to be able to do that at Bakersfield College and end my career at Bakersfield College doing that.
Congratulations on your upcoming retirement. Job well done. I'm so proud of you. I have so enjoyed working with you for the past 30 plus years. We've worked together on so many different things, it's hard to know where memory to share. But one of my first memories of working with you was when I was a new dean and I needed faculty to serve on a screening committee for the nursing department. I reached out to you. You then became my go-to guy. You served on almost every faculty screening committee I had since then. I was ready to make you an honorary member of the department. You served on so many screening committees. But then later I was told that the reason you did it was because nursing never had very many applicants and the work wasn't that hard. All kidding aside, Corny, I really have enjoyed working with you. I've learned so much from you. Our time together working on dual enrollment, as tough as that was, really was a time of growth for me. I was able to watch the master when it came to personal relationships. So Corny, congratulations. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being my office mate. And I really hope you enjoy this next phase of your life. Congratulations, friend. Take care.
Corny, hi. I've known you and we've worked together for almost 24 years since you've been at Bakersfield College. First in the Spanish language certification program at the Weill Center, then as a faculty member and working together on so many student programs. Then as an academic senate president, we worked together, and finally as the dean there at Bakersfield College as you're finishing your career. Through all that time, you've been a true leader, compassionate and inspirational. You truly cared about others and the students that we serve. You inspired me and those students to be successful and believe in themselves. I'm not sure if you ever directed somebody to do something specifically, but you pointed the way and gave them guidance in order to be successful. I'll miss you being here, Corny. However, you've made that impact on others that so many of us strive to make. You should be very proud. Congratulations, Corny, and stay in touch.
Well, I've known Corny for almost all of my life. I remember at a very young age coming to Bakersfield College with my father, Manuel Gonzalez, who spent 37 years here on campus, and getting to know Corny throughout the years. So really, Corny Rodriguez for me is synonymous with Bakersfield College. I often interact with people throughout the community, and it's touching whenever they say that my dad had an impact on their lives. But they also mention Corny. Almost always mention my dad and Corny. They were the dynamic duo, and certainly they were very good friends. And on a personal note, I'll never forget how much of a friend Corny was to my dad, especially in his hours of need when he was sick in the hospital and in his hospital bed for years. Corny was there with him, sharing with him stories, interacting with him, keeping him company, and I'll never forget it. Corny was truly a brother to my dad, and he will forever be a family member of the Gonzalez family. Congratulations, Corny.
Corny, the Jackson 5 once sang the song Never Can Say Goodbye, and that's how many of us feel right now. You have been such an instrumental figure at Bakersfield College and in my life. The first time I met you was many years ago at my school, South High School. You spoke to us and shared your story of where you grew up and finding your path to college. At the time, I wasn't even thinking about college. No one in my family had gone to college. But your story connected. I saw you and I saw myself. So I chose BC. And one of the first things I did was look for you. And guess what? You mentored me. You mentored me and countless other first-generation college students. And even beyond that, you mentored some faculty and staff, and now in your important role in administration. I like to call myself a Cornelio Light. That means that I'm one of many who wouldn't be where they're at without you. So thank you. Enjoy your retirement. But this is not goodbye. Your legacy needs to continue. So, hasta pronto. Buena suerte.
Aloha, Corny, the man who wears many hats. Well, with a melon the size of yours, you probably go through a lot of hats. But, you know, wearing all those hats did give you a lot of experience at the college. I don't know if I've known anyone else to hold as many positions as you have. And the benefits of that is you have a key pretty much to the entire campus. And boy, does that key allow us to have some great memories. Remember that Cinco de Mayo party you threw down at the pool that one year? Wow, that was one heck of a party. Or how about that dark light foam party that you had in the tunnel? I haven't seen, well, we don't want to talk about what happened there, because you know what happens at BC stays at BC. You know, in all seriousness, you've been a great colleague. I appreciate you dedicating your life really to Bakersfield College and our community, from being a manager to being literally a colleague at the faculty level, serving as the academic senate president, and later on as our dean. You're truly going to be missed. I hope that maybe we can get together and have a drink on my lanai and reminisce about what happens at BC. Once a renegade, always a renegade. Good luck with your retirement. We'll miss you.
Well, who doesn't know Corny Rodriguez? If you've ever walked with him across campus or been with him at a community event, well, just double your time to get to your destination, because everyone knows Corny. And he remarkably remembers their name, something about their family, how they met. Basically, he knows their life story and remembers it in detail. Maybe that's what makes him a legend in his own time. I remember Corny and his keen diplomatic skills, his ability to read the room, and to work behind the scenes to get a good solution to important issues. And he has never been afraid to stand and deliver for something that is the right thing to do. So what is it that makes him so memorable? Is it his classic long sleeve shirts and tie? Is it the cool shades? Is it the haircut? Is it his warm handshake and greeting? Is it that infectious laughter? Well, I say it's the whole package. So Corny, for all of your years of service to students, to your colleagues, to the college, to the community, thank you. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for your friendship. Happy retirement.
Corny, I just want to wish you the very, very best as you plan for, as you enter into your retirement days. I want to remind you of a few things. Follow the tradition of those outstanding people ahead of you who retire for a few months, don't like it very much, and come back. There'll always be a space on campus for you. There'll always be a space for you in my heart, because I truly appreciate everything that you have done for all of us at Bakersfield College. I remember years ago you trying to tell me about guided pathways before there was guided pathways. You called it Padrinos. Do you remember that? And friends, the concept of Padrinos is all about being a champion, being a guide, being a protector, being an advisor for that particular student and owning their success. And Corny was trying to develop that concept, and in very, very different ways, it really is all about guided pathways and student success. Corny, I just want to say thank you. You've been amazing. It's been great working with you. You are a terrific, terrific friend and a Padrino.
Hello, Dean Corny Rodriguez, and congratulations from the Chancellor on your going into retirement. It's well deserved, my friend. I will always cherish the times we had together, trip to Atlanta and the many golf outings that we've had. I just want to wish you luck in retirement, and may you enjoy it and be happy. Take care.
Corny, congratulations on the retirement. Well deserved and earned, my friend. Although I think you're far too young to be stepping away, I respect the fact that it's time for you to take on new adventures full of friends, family, and laughter, and I want to wish you the absolute best. I also want to take a second to personally thank you for all your leadership and guidance over the years. Your never let up spirit has been a true inspiration to so many on campus, including myself. And I met you very early in my time at BC, and I feel truly honored and blessed that I was able to watch you, work alongside of you, and see you in action. I also wanted to thank you for all the advice and encouragement you've been able to offer me over the years. Your guidance, your tutelage has pushed me to be involved and be a part of the change at BC and the community. And if not for you, I'm not exactly sure what kind of employee or faculty member I would have been. All right, so thank you. I want to also reassure you that you have a legacy and will always have a legacy at Bakersfield College. You have been part of so many of the changes, the necessary changes to make this campus what it is. And as you ride off into the sunset, I just want to say congratulations. Thank you for all your hard work, and we'll take it from here. See ya.
Hi, Pops. I just wanted to say how proud we are of you, how proud I am of you. You've had an amazing, long career of helping others. You've always had that servant leadership mentality. It doesn't matter who gets the credit. We just need to make sure that we're helping others, that we're making an impact, that you're making a difference in people's lives. And as a young boy through even now in my life, I've continued to see time and time again that selflessness, that want, that passion, that drive to push education, to make sure people know that there is opportunities out there for them, and connecting them to those opportunities and being diligent and passionate about it, because knowledge is power, and empowering people so that they feel like they do have alternative just paths in their lives, options. And while the achievements have been very impressive and important, I believe the numerous amount of people's hearts and minds that you've touched is equal, if not more important. It's amazing, just looking back, how many people you have had an impact on their life, including myself. You know, you're my hero. I love you, and I can't wait to see what you have next in store. Congratulations, Tata.
Suavecito. It had to come to this. However, I need you to know how happy I am for you and for Myra. In Spanish, the saying goes, es un privilegio crecer a ser grande. It's a privilege to get old. But how beautiful is it that now the two of you will be able to spend more time together with family, loved ones, and friends. I speak as a former Latino student of yours, but I know I can speak for hundreds of thousands, many of which you never even met or spoken with, about how important it was to see you on campus, about how important it was to hear you in the classroom, and to know that if needed, you would be there. On a personal, professional note, I can tell you nothing made my day than to watch you and Manuel Gonzalez heading down to the cafeteria for your afternoon cafecito. Many of our colleagues have mentioned the word legacy, and at the end of the day, we will all ask ourselves that at some point. Did I leave this place a better, stronger place than when I started? Did I do enough? How will I be remembered? I can only say, as one knuckleheaded Mexican kid from Southeast Bakersfield, that you helped me grow up to be a better man. You not only helped me change my life, those that knew me in my younger years will tell you, you actually helped save my life. Without a higher level of education, there's truly no telling where I would be today. On a bit lighter note, the kids and I have started a pool. How long is it going to be before you're back on campus pushing some important initiative or continuing to help us develop and grow at Bakersfield College? However, I do think Natalie has it won. She says as soon as that first pension check hits direct deposit and the state gives the green light to go back to work. Don Cornelio, this isn't goodbye. Only hasta pronto. Gracias, hermano.
We have a remarkable team of administrators at Bakersfield College who tirelessly work to support over 2,000 employees and 40,000 students. But what sets one apart are the ways in which his lasting contributions give him a sort of unique, instant identity at BC. When you think of the Chicano-Latino commencement, you think of Cornelio. When you think of the Delano Campus Center taking shape, you think of Cornelio. When you think faculty diversification, you think Cornelio. And when you think of La Raza and of fierce advocacy for our most vulnerable, you think Cornelio. And when you think of a peacemaker, a bridge builder, you think Corny. When times are complicated and you need to deploy a gentle emissary, someone who seeks to work in harmony, you think of Corny. It is his mild temperament balanced with a diplomatic and relentless pursuit of justice that makes him the best ambassador for BC students. I have known Corny since the 1990s. We were faculty together. And when I returned in 2013 as president, Corny was the president of the Academic Senate. I recall with fondness the earliest days of my presidency. It was then I learned Corny makes a mean salsa. I may only be able to take one bite because of the heat of the jalapenos, but it is by far the best. A couple of years ago, I had the honor of attending an event at which the Kern County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce honored Corny as Businessman of the Year. During this event, the CEO, Jay Tamsey, called Corny one of Kern County's cream of the crop with a contagious and upbeat personality. No matter the title that followed his name, throughout his 40-year career, Corny has always been a humble leader who brings a generous, joyful spirit in service to others. I cannot wait to see what he does next. Always a compadre to BC and to our students. Colleagues, join me in recognizing the one and only Cornelio Rodriguez.
Even though my privilege of working with Sandi has included many different Renegade sports, I am only going to talk about Renegade women's softball and coach Sandi Taylor. I believe that Jan Stubbe was athletic director when I was asked to begin public address announcing of softball games at the new Dean and Ada Gay Sports Complex. I knew that my very first task was to do a good job in the coach's opinion. Learn the right path from press box to dugout, check on pronouncing names, figure out scoreboard controls, volume control the national anthem, and then, by the way, we are hosting the 3C 2A state championship this year. And I was so happy that Sandi Taylor had kindly helped me know the game well enough, and most importantly, know when to shut up. So I will do that now. Thank you, and go with the love of many, Sandi.
Hi, Sandi. Congratulations on your retirement. I don't know if you remember back in 1999, 2000, the first time you and I ever talked. I was a brand new coach at Sierra College, brand new to coaching college softball, and I called you. I needed some help because I'd missed a deadline, and you were the president of the Coaches Association. And I remember the first thing that you said to me was, "Welcome to coaching community college softball, and congratulations on getting the job, and that you were happy to see more younger coaches getting into the field." I want to thank you for the leadership you've given to softball, to myself over your career at Bakersfield College. You helped softball out tremendously. You gave us guidance. For me personally, you showed me how to be an administrator in intercollegiate athletics, especially as a woman, and how you could lead. And I want to thank you for all you've done for softball, for intercollegiate athletics, and happy retirement.
Hi, Sandi. We've known each other quite a few years, going back to Fresno State and your playing days, and then also as a coach, and then also as a assistant athletic director and an athletic director. And over those years, or during that time, while working with you, I noticed that you had some strengths in the area of, or areas of, organization and administration and leadership, and I was always envious of you. And if envy is a bad word, I really had a strong desire to have those abilities that you have. And in the area of playing and coaching, you were better than me in those areas also. And yes, I did some coaching. You may not have known this. Just ask Coach Peyton. I coached his son and my son on a baseball team when they were about 10 years old. So I want you to have a great retirement. So congratulations, and thanks for all the great memories. Where'd that fly come from? Got it.
Hi, Coach. You truly put my life on a positive trajectory, and I owe so much more than just silly softball games to you. You are hands down the best coach that I've ever had in my life, but more importantly, you were the best fan. You really dedicated your time to making sure that every player that stepped on your field felt like they were in the spotlight, that they were important. But now it's your turn to step into the spotlight and enjoy your retirement. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoy every second because you've earned it. Thanks. Love you.
Good afternoon, Coach Taylor. This is Kenny Calvin, your host of the Renegade Report. And the man up top, along with Vance Palm, on the Dameron deck during our football broadcast. And I wanted to leave a small message thanking you for the opportunity to be part of the process. My favorite memory of you is my second year, or after my first year of being brought on, you called me during the off season to have lunch. And you took the time to speak to me in a neutral location and expressed your gratitude to my services to Bakersfield College. And it was one of my favorite moments that I ever shared with you, even though I've known you for over 20 years. The confidence that you had in my ability to do what I've done over the past few years helped me become a better man. I've watched you be a great leader in the community, on campus, and vocal in many moments where people stay silent. So I always wanted to let you know how I value your friendship, I value your leadership, and ultimately you make people better every time they come in contact with you. So as your host of the Renegade Report and the former athlete, I'll give you one last sign off from the last of the Bowser boys. First of the Grider Gang, the former general in Chudy's army and the cousin of Coach Littlejohn. Coach Taylor, we love you and happy retirement. Renegades.
Sandi, congratulations on your stellar career at Bakersfield College, both as a coach and as an athletic director. It's been my privilege to serve by your side and work with you toward the success of Bakersfield College athletics, on and off the field. Recently, we had the misfortune and the opportunity to work together in caring for Terrence Young, who had a devastating injury playing football. And your character and caring and compassion for athletes was never more vividly shown. It was Sharon's privilege and my privilege to work with you during that difficult time. And it has been my privilege to work with you as a team physician by your side as coach and athletic director for these many years. I wish you a wonderful retirement and thank you for dedicating your life to Renegade Athletics. Go Gades.
Hey Sandi, congratulations on retirement. I can't believe we've worked together for 26 years. We've had some great times. We've rejoiced together. We've had some times in our lives with personal things that we've cried together. I've gotten you thrown out of softball games together. Just want you to know how much I appreciate everything you've done for Bakersfield College. What a legacy you've left behind. I think of the department when I got hired and where the department it is now. It has just been exponential improvement. So thank you so much for everything. happy rolling and happy retirement.
When they asked us to share our greatest memory of our time spent with you at BC, it was really hard to pick. And so kind of as I thought about it over the last couple weeks, the thing that stood out the most was one day at practice when you had a talk with all of us about appreciation and sharing with those around us what we appreciate about them, or that we appreciate them in general, or something they've done for us. And that's always kind of stuck with me, because what I appreciate the most about you was the way you were able to drop everything and give us your time and attention. And I will remember that forever, whether it was one-on-one time on the field or talking about life or in the training room. You had a way of just making us feel like we were the most important thing to you. And I will remember that forever, whether it's in my classroom or with my children. I want others around me to feel the way you were able to make us feel, and you did that by giving us your time and attention. And so I'm so thankful for that. Congratulations. I'm so excited for the next chapter in your life, and I appreciate you.
To my great friend Sandi Taylor, happy retirement. I'm going to miss you. I think back on all the years we've known each other. It's been a long, long time, and so many great moments on camera, but even better moments behind the camera where we were just discussing things about the school and athletics department, our community, how to make it better. And you know, Sandi, the majority of our community will never really know what goes on behind the scenes in a job like yours, in a position like yours. And I've seen a lot of the decision-making process that you've made and what's gone into it. And I had just so much respect for you. I appreciate so much what you've done for the city and for the school and athletics department. I've learned so much from you. There's a lot of times where I've texted you at certain hours of the day or evening, and you've had some great advice for me. You're a mentor to me. And I really appreciate all that you've done to avail me to be involved even more with the school that I love so much. As a student athlete and as the voice of the Renegades, it means the world to me. I was asked to come up with one moment out of all those times together, and I would just say that it's always been on our first road trip of the year for football. It's a standing tradition that the halftime interview would be with our athletics director, Sandi Taylor, and every time we would start those interviews, I would introduce you as one of my favorite people, and that's certainly how I feel today and will always feel. One of my favorite people. Sandi, you're going to be missed. I wish you nothing but the most beautiful, relaxing, serene, stress-free retirement that you could ever have.
I'm Sandi Taylor. I'm the athletic director at Bakersfield College, and I have been here for 30 years, the last 7 as athletic director, and prior to that I was the softball coach here for 23 years. When I got here in August of 1990, there was nothing here but the backstop and a couple of chain link dugouts, not even a bullpen. The then athletic director for the women's athletic side, because we were split in 2 departments at the time, she asked me, "What do you need on this field?" And I said, "We need an outfield fence," because we had no outfield fence, and they literally played the ball live when it rolled up the hill. The next year we got a fence put in, and we started home run row. And for every home run that was hit over the fence in our park by one of our players, I just collected it, had them sign it and date it. Every year the players would say, "Coach, can I get the home run ball?" And it's like, "No, that's gonna go up in my office. When I retire, I'll get it back to you." And so now I'm retiring, so I've been trying to get it back to all those players. My last home game on this field was my 500th win against, I believe it was against Fullerton College. You always wonder what it would feel like to meet these milestones, but something about 500 sort of hit home. To think that you've had that big of an impact, and the number of students that have come through here that have enjoyed their time on this field, the pride that you feel in this facility. It was the best feeling in the world when your opponents would walk in the gate and they look over that field, they walk up and they go, "Wow, this is where we're playing today," and it's just they're in awe. So as I sit here and think about the first time I attended a BC football game in September of 1990, the very last seat, because that's the last time the stadium was sold out. And I remember sitting up there looking around and just in awe and amazement of what BC football was all about. Of course, I've learned to appreciate even more as the athletic director and what it takes to put on a football season. Last summer we were watching them put the turf in and the Mondo track, and it's amazing to think that you had anything to do with it, and to think I had a little part of it is going to be something I'll cherish for a lifetime. I remember standing down on the field watching fireworks after the homecoming game. I got a text from a coach that I coached against, and she was watching it on our live stream, and she said, Bakersfield does it right. And it was a very proud moment, and to be able to do things that no other community college does in the state of California, and maybe a lot of other places, to represent this community and all that it's loved for Bakersfield College athletics and Bakersfield College football from the very first day in opening meetings in August of 1990 to the last day, even today sitting here. It's just an incredible experience to think that I've spent 30 years in a career at a place that it never seemed to be dull. It always had growth, it always had expression, passion. It just has been an incredible experience.
My, I have just heard that two of my very special people that I've worked with at BC are retiring. Why? And I guess I know why. There comes a time when it's just that time. I hope you will enjoy your retirement. I know I have. And while I have missed being around such a vibrant campus, and life, and seeing the many people that I grew fond of, I know that you will enjoy each day doing whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. So my very best wishes to you. And if you ever find yourself in my neighborhood, feel free to call anytime. My numbers have not changed. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but my number has not changed, so just look it up. You take care, and again, enjoy every day, because you'll never believe how quickly the days go by, even when you may sometimes not have anything to do, but always know that you can find something to do. My best, always.
Hey Sandy, you know, it was about 2 years ago that you and I first met, and that was through a Zoom call when I was interviewing for the position that I now hold here at Bakersfield College. So it's only fitting that I'm doing this send-off for your retirement through Zoom as well. But over the last 2 years that I've gotten to know you, gotten to work with you, the one thing that I really admire about you as a person and as a leadership quality that you hold is your ability to maintain a very cool and calm, collected composure. As an athletic director, you're always under the microscope. You're a very visible person on campus and in the community. And no matter what was going on in our department, the issues that we were facing internally or that things were externally that were affecting us, you always had a very cool, collected demeanor as you faced those issues and as you talked with other members of the department and me too. So I always admired that about you, and I always will take that from my experience working with you. But I wish you the best in retirement. Been great 2 years working with you, and I hope that our paths can cross again soon.
Hello, my name is Kay Meek, trustee of the Kern Community College Board of Trustees, and I would like to say a few words to my dear friend and longtime BC Renegade, Sandi Taylor. I have had the pleasure of working with Sandi over her 30-year career at Bakersfield College, and she is one of the most dedicated, hardworking individuals I know. Her career in athletics at BC, from head softball coach to the first female athletic director overseeing both men and women's athletic sports, has significantly impacted students and athletes at Bakersfield College, and is a legacy we will all feel for years to come. Sandi's integrity and dedication to Bakersfield College, her students, and BC athletes is showcased in the thousands of students that have walked the halls of BC. She has helped shape the athletics department into what it is today. Through her guidance, there have been so many success stories of student athletes who have graduated and move on to higher education or have gone off and paved the way to their athletic success. She has been a tremendous mentor to all students and fellow colleagues. What I appreciate most about Sandi Taylor during my time working with her was the authenticity and sincerity during our conversations. When I heard Sandi speak, I knew her perspective had the students' best interests at heart. Sandi has not just been an amazing colleague to work with, but she has been a fierce friend over the years. One of my most heartfelt memories of Sandi was during a difficult personal time back in January. I did not realize her, along with so many other BC people, had come in support. Seeing her walk up to me was such a surprise and a pretty amazing moment. Thank you, Sandi, for being a compassionate, loving friend. I could go on about all the great work Sandi Taylor has done for BC, but I'll end with this. She has been instrumental in taking BC where it is today. When we say we are BC, Sandi Taylor, you are BC. Sandi, you are my friend, as I am a friend to you. Congratulations on this huge milestone. I wish you and your family the best and safe travels, my dear friend.
Hey, ST, congratulations on your retirement. I'm sure going to miss you. We've worked together for so many years. I don't know what it's going to be like to not have you there on campus. Enjoy your retirement and happy trails. Good luck.
Hello, Sandi Taylor, and congratulations on your retirement. Hey, I am very, very happy for you. It's been an honor and a privilege working alongside of you for these past 16 years. First and foremost, I appreciate our friendship. Second, I truly admire your first-class professionalism in every single thing you do. Happy trails and good luck on the next chapters of your life.
Hey Sandi, I'd just like to thank you for all you've done for Bakersfield College athletics, both as a softball coach and an athletic director. I would also like to thank you for everything you've done for community college athletics, both at the conference level and the state level. But most of all, we'd just like to congratulate you on your retirement. Hope you enjoy your time away, and happy travels.
Sandi Taylor, congratulations on your impending retirement from the Chancellor. I wish you the best, and I also want to thank you for your dedication to Bakersfield College athletics for all these years. Your leadership at the college in the athletic department was outstanding. Take care and best of luck in retirement.
Hi, my name is Casey Goodman, and I'm kinesiology faculty and the current head softball coach. Sandi, I want to take a second to show my gratitude for the tireless efforts you've put into athletics. Amassing 500 wins as the softball coach was no small feat. Being a leader in renovating the softball stadium has not only made it one of the best in the state, but also one of the best in the nation. Your investment into the softball program also has made my transition seamless and the possibilities for success endless. Thank you for your support in my hiring process and securing our department with multiple full-time positions thereafter. Your contributions at BC as a whole will continue to impact our campus for years to come. Enjoy a well-deserved retirement.
You know, you can learn a lot just by watching Sandi Taylor. Sandi was a successful athlete in her own right, an award-winning coach at both the high school and college levels, and athletic director at Bakersfield College. In Sandi's world, students aren't just learning a sport. They're learning the kinds of skills that will make them successful in life. And Sandi has prepared the way for many students to be successful in life. You know, Sandi is the real deal. She is the role model for servant leadership and humility, always willing to sing the praises of others and to work tirelessly behind the scenes. Sandi's the role model for courage and determination. She will sail directly into the eye of the storm and stay the course until improvements are made. So where does that come from? I used to think it was because she was from Tulare, and well, good people do come from Tulare. But I've come to believe it comes from a much deeper place. It comes from Sandi's values, her experience in athletics, and just sheer determination. So Sandi, thank you. Thank you for being a role model, not just for Renegade Athletics, but for all of us. And every hour that you invested in Bakersfield College counted. My hope is that in retirement, that investment will return to you tenfold. So happy retirement, Sandi.
Sandi, don't do it. Come back. Really, you can still change your mind. Well, I know it's not possible, but I just want to say thank you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the fantastic, fantastic member of the team that you've been with us all the way over these last 8 years. You are the ultimate member of the team and just an amazing person to work with. So calm, so hardworking, and always, always correct and precise in what you try to do. Thank you for everything you've done over the years for our student athletes, for the kinesiology department, for your colleagues, and for the entire college. You have been absolutely phenomenal. As you ride off into the sunset and prepare for retirement, wish you the very best. We will stay in touch because we will continue to be friends. And once again, thank you.
Many of you first knew Sandi Taylor as BC's head softball coach. If you remember those days as I do, you know there is no one who took greater pride in the program, her student athletes, or even the facilities than Coach Sandi Taylor. The talk of the town those days, driving north on Haley, she would be out there taking care of that softball field with the same diligent care with which she took care of students. Due to Sandi's hard work on the field over the years, BC came to be known as the softball destination across the state. A gentle soul with a fiercely competitive streak of a great athlete, Coach Taylor always held a deep belief in the capability of her student athletes and the ways her program could improve their lives. Years later, when I returned to BC as president in 2013, Sandi stepped in as the interim athletic director during one of the most difficult times in our program's history, as we were navigating significant statewide issues. In Sandi, I found a true partner, and it was her calmness, honesty, and openness that carved a path for us to navigate the challenging terrain successfully. Since Sandi has taken the helm of Renegade Athletics, BC has also won a number of Western State Conference championships. In her time as AD, our beautiful athletic facilities and athletic staff have hosted 9 state softball championships, state championships in football and in track and field, and Southern California championship in wrestling and men's golf. And in that same period, our athletic facilities have undergone significant changes thanks to our community support of Measure J. I know those of us who enjoyed partnering with BC Athletics to precinct walk the streets of Bakersfield were certainly grateful that BC launched 2 new programs with stellar athletes who had a heart for service, our men's soccer team and beach volleyball team. And I'm here to tell you that none of these phenomenal successes would have been possible without the fearless leadership of Sandi Taylor. While we're disappointed Sandi will be retiring, I look forward to watching many more BC games. With you, Sandi, in the stands, rooting for our Renegade athletes.
Retiring Dean Sandi Taylor and Corny Rodriguez. On behalf of the Bakersfield College Student Renegades, we thank you for your years of service, dedication, and drive for advocating, mentoring, and ensuring the equity and success of many Renegades who have graduated.
Coach Taylor, you were the first female athletic director for both men's and women's sports. You have been a strong leader for BC and a role model for student athletes for over 30 years.
Dean Rodriguez, while I still owe you a churro, you have always been an inspiration for students of color, and you have always ensured our underrepresented students get access to the education they need.
While your tenureship is now coming to a close at BC, your work and legacy will always shine at the home of the Renegades. In this manner, BCSGA is proud to honor and keep your strength alive by dedicating our next scholarship in your name. The BCSGA Taylor Rodriguez Student Leadership for Equity Scholarship will be awarded annually to a student leader who has advocated for student equity and social justice while attaining the highest standards of leadership, citizenship, service, and overall accomplishments while attending Bakersfield College. Thank you for all you have done for my peers in the Renegade community. This is a small gift from our association to you both to honor the work you have done for BC. Thank you and best wishes to your next adventure.
Thank you for 30
years of
service.
Corny.
And Sandi.
We love you.
Love you.